Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you a video talking about the latest previews that have been released for The Strain on FX for the upcoming season, Season 3, which will be premiering August 28th. I am a little bit late with this one. They did release a shorter, like 16-second or so promo called 23 Days quite a while ago, and they just released this promo called Fear way earlier this week or so. And I apologize for the lateness on talking about him. But I'm just still kind of reeling from what happened with Penny Dreadful. I kind of wanted to focus on that before I transitioned into what's going to be coming up next for the channel and such. But nonetheless, I am really excited about The Strain's return this summer, or at the end of this summer. Unfortunately, I do wish it was premiering earlier, like most of us do. But hey, at least it's coming back. Very excited to see where they're going to go with Season 3. It's still one of my favorite shows on, for sure. And, it's a show that's been a pretty big part of my channel for a while now. It's been a pretty big mainstay, a pretty big, what's the word for it? Like a staple to my channel, I should say. Because I've reviewed it since the very first episode, since the initial premiere of the series with Night Zero, if you guys remember that. So I'm very happy to continue doing videos on it every week it's on, which I will try to do, which may be a little bit more difficult because of my work schedule, so it might vary. I may not be able to always get the videos out on time or anything, but I can promise I'll always do a video on it the week of. And as far as these promos go, there's not a whole lot to go on. Like I said, the one promo is only about 16 seconds, and the other one's only about like 45-50 seconds or so. But, nonetheless, it's still getting me excited. It looks awesome. It looks like it'll have the most action out of any season so far, I think. Season 2, it got, pretty good at some of it. And I think it makes sense for the story that, of course, the further it goes along, the more chaotic it's going to get as we get closer and closer to that, sort of full-on Strigoi apocalypse, that we're going to be getting. And the city definitely looks to be in more chaos than it ever has been as it progresses along with that, with the way Season 2 ended. I'm still kind of shocked by that major death at the end of Season 2. I should be able to just say it here, but there's going to be someone who watches this video and says, "Oh, I didn't know he or she died." But yeah, the other thing I'm most excited about is the way the city looks, just the chaos all around. It's going to be really cool to see more of the direct breakdown of society because of all of this, which I think The Strain's always done really well. The way the government broke down, the way the quarantines worked and stuff. I thought it was a lot more real and accurate to what would actually happen, or it was at least more interesting seeing what they did with this as opposed to just it almost being non-existent on Fear the Walking Dead in this type of situation. And so I like the seeing the city and stuff that's going on with that. And also I'm really curious to see where Ephraim's gonna go this season. Him, of course, being my favorite character on the show. Of course, he's still reeling from the impact of what happened at the end of Season 2, so he's probably going to be in a pretty bad place mentally. And it looks like he's trying to do a lot of shit on his own. It looks like our group's pretty disbanded, or at least Ephraim from the rest of them. I would guess that Fett is still working pretty closely with Satrakian, and I wouldn't think Dutch is too far off from that. We do see Fett, kissing another girl in the video, though, so I don't know where the relationship's really going to be. Of course, it was always on the rocks, especially towards the end of Season 2, but still. Looks like we're going to be getting a couple new characters, like that girl. And we also see this guy with sort of like a messier black hair that looks to be helping Dutch. I'm not sure who he's going to be. Should be interesting, though. Of course, you see a little bit more of I-Course as always. Give me a second, guys. We'll let my cat out. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so the new character should be okay, I guess. Wondering where, let's see. Wondering where Palmer's going to go this season as well. And like I said, F looks like he's acting on his own a little bit more. It looks like he's trying to go after Quinlan for some reason. I don't think they had met yet. I think it was only Fed and Satrakian that had interacted with him. So I'm guessing F wouldn't really know what to make of him yet either, but it should be interesting to see what comes from the two of them meeting for sure. So yeah, like I said, there's not a whole lot more to make out from these previews. It's mainly just showing some random action bits and such. So I don't really know where the story's going to go, besides say just getting more and more screwed up, which is going to be awesome. For us, not for them. And also it looked like we had a pretty intense scene really quickly. It looks like F's in a room, and it looks like some of the children that were turned into Strigoi are kind of surrounding him a little bit, so I'm guessing maybe he'll have more of a direct confrontation with Kelly, perhaps, especially after what she did to Nora, and of course taking Zach. So that should be really interesting. And yeah, I want Zach to die. I don't see a better path for him at this point. I don't think he's going to be able to make much of a comeback to the right side of things. I think he's been taken for too long. So he's probably pretty corrupted by now, more than he already was, because of his weakness for his mother. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about these previews. Like I said, you can probably find them on the FX YouTube channel. Otherwise, I'll link to the main promo I just released in the description, the Fear one, which is, like I said, about 45-50 seconds long. And yeah, so if there's anything in the trailer you did want me to talk about that I didn't, feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to talk about more with you guys. And just in general, excited for this train to come back. Can't wait to talk about it every week again. Looking forward to it. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. And peace. Later tonight, I may be forcing myself to watch the first live-action Resident Evil movie. We'll see how that one turns out. Anyway, catch you guys for that later. Peace.